Hello everyone, welcome back to another video of the Roll Down Loft. Today is a super nice day, it's in the 40s, so finally decided to take out the big boys, big cameras, and do some filming for you guys. I actually picked up some new birds over here. Got Turner bird, and that's the John Johnson bird that replaced the blue bar that I returned. But we're gonna go ahead and let the kit birds out first. Then I'm gonna see if I can get you guys some video. Then after that, I'll get some close-up of 4 of these guys. So let's go ahead and open the loft and let the birds out. Turn on the big camera first, just so if they do anything special in the air, I can film it. I don't know if they're gonna fly because I did bathe them a few hours ago, and I have no idea if they're dry yet. They look fairly dry, but let's see if these guys want to come out and fly. They might need some motivation. Alright, so the kit birds are still flying, so we'll go ahead and check out the new birds. Like I stated before, I picked up 3 Turner birds and I swapped out one of John's cockbirds with a different cockbird. So I'm gonna go ahead and film with the nice camera so we could get high quality video, so stay tuned, guys. Alright guys, hopefully you guys can see okay. This first one right here, this one's a hen. Not 100% sure what you would consider that color right there. I know it's on the brown side, I guess. It's a pretty good looking hen. The only downfall of this hen is that it doesn't have a band on it. But I think the original owner told me that this bird should only be like, I think like 2 years old or something. This bird does come down from direct Turner birds. It might not be a 2nd generation, but I believe it should be like a 3rd or 4th generation. So this is a really nice hen right here. I'm probably gonna breed that hen with my original Turner bird that I had in my loft from a couple years ago. I still have that guy. It's the only Turner bird that I kept out of my other Turner birds, so gonna be breeding that hen right here to that red check cockbird, and we'll see what kind of babies they could throw. So we'll move to the next guy. This one's a hen also. This one is done. Not sure if you would consider like a dun check or something, but try to get like a nice side image of it. Really nice looking hen too. This hen, I'm going to be breeding it with the red bar right next to it. This guy over here. It's going to be breeding with that guy. These 3 are the new Turner birds, and I don't know, I think I'm just going to breed them and fly them and see how they do. Let's see. I haven't actually looked at their bands, but this one actually has a Minnesota roller band on it. So I believe this guy was bred by Lee Rogers, which he has really close affiliation with James Turner himself. So this one actually might be a second generation Turner bird. This red bar right there. That one might actually be a second generation. The rest, they're probably like a third or fourth generation. So still closely related to the original Turner birds, but like I said, I always like to call these birds based because they're not directly from James Turner himself. They're like second, third, fourth generation, so they might be bred a little different to his standards, but overall they're still Turner bloodline because they haven't been crossed with anything yet. And this guy over here is a John Johnson bird. I got this guy to replace the blue bar that bred me a couple dilutes. I'm not sure on this guy's performance. John talked about it for a little bit. I think he said the majority of his cockbirds weren't doing too much in the air, but he said that this one is probably the one that he recommended me to take, so I decided to take this guy. So hopefully I'm gonna breed this guy with the dark check white flight that was paired up to the blue bar that I gave back to John. So hopefully they could throw me some nice birds. That pair, before I broke them up and gave the bird back to John, they produced me a really nice cockbird that's doing probably 20 feet rolls right now and has really nice speed. If I could get it to come inside the kit box, I'll catch it and I'll get a quick video of it. But that bird so far is a pretty good solid performer, has really good speed, so hopefully it doesn't become a roll down. And like I stated earlier, I'm running out of cockbirds, so that bird's probably going to be stocked into the main breeding loft. But I told John that I wanted him to come watch it fly first before I do that, so we're probably going to wait until the weather gets to like that mid 40s to 50s, and I'll have John come watch the birds fly and see what he thinks about them. Then after that, I'll probably end up stocking it into the main loft because I'm short on cockbirds. There is also one more bird in the kit box that I'm going to stock, and that's a dark check south bird that is a full brother to the almond bird, so it does carry the almond genes in it, but that one is a cockbird, so that one's going to be put into the breeding loft to be tested with the rest of the breeding birds, just because I'm low on cockbirds. But these birds will be isolated from the rest of the birds. One of my club members said that there's a possibility that my breeding birds may have a sickness, so I did start treatment a few days ago, and I think I have like 3 more days left. So these guys are going to be in separate breeding cages until I can figure out, or until I know for sure that my loft birds aren't sick, and I know for sure that these birds aren't sick. And once I get that going on, then I'll probably throw these guys into the kit box and we'll take it from there after that. But yep, these are the 3 new birds. So this dark check white flight right here is the one I've been telling you guys about that is doing pretty good in the air. Really nice looking cockbird. This one's probably going to be stocked in a month or so here because I'm low on cockbirds. This guy's probably doing 20 feet rolls. Pretty fast bird, I would say, compared to the rest of the birds. It's not as clean as I want it to be, but it's rolling really fast, and I think it's probably rolling like 2 times a minute, which is pretty good. Nice solid cockbird right here. Alright, so I'm gonna hop into the breeding loft so you guys can get a chance to look at the breeding birds. So I did open a couple of the nest boxes. I got the Starly pair down there. I got the silver check dilute cockbird, and I'm probably not going to split this guy with the hen that I was breeding with last year. It's a blue check up here. Hopefully you guys can see it's a little dark, but it's that hen right there. Now let's see. I'm going to be putting some red checks, red check birds with some dilute birds to see if I can produce some yellows. So this girl right here, silver check hen, this one's gonna be breeding this year. I'm going to be pairing that one up with a red check cockbird, which I'm trying to figure out right there. That hen is going with that cockbird right there. This cockbird does carry dilute, and I believe if it's not its nest mate, it's brothers and sisters were born yellows, so hopefully this guy can throw me some yellow. Another pair that I'm going to be putting together and hoping that they would throw me some yellows is this red check cockbird right here. And still debating on which silver check hen I want to put it with. I have two silver check hens. One is an older hen from John, and one is a hen that I bred. Let's see. This is one of the older ones from John up here. And I'm trying to find the one that I bred. Or was that the right one? No, I think. Let's see. There's one right here, but I'm not sure if this is the same one I looked at. It's that guy right there, and here's the other one. This is the one I bred last year. This one is from that guy, the silver check cockbird. So that's my yellow project that's going on next year. As you can see, the birds look like they're doing really well. Haven't fed them yet. I'm gonna clean up the area down here real quick and let them eat. Just gave them brand new grit today. A buddy, club member that loaned me the DC birds said he's probably going to swing by when the weather is nicer and he'll come grab his birds. I'm probably going to give him my two rabbit cages out there because he said he wants to do a lot of breeding this year, so I'm going to let him take those. I don't really have anywhere to put them anyway, so he's free to take them, and hopefully he can breed a bunch of babies. But yeah, that's pretty much the breeders. Still gotta find time to put the birds together, or put the breeding pairs together. And then once I do that, I'll end up choosing a nest box for them, and I'll probably lock them in there for a couple of days and see if they claim that nest box or not. But yep, that's the breeders. Run back outside and see if the kit birds are back yet. Try to get some clean video of those guys. Yeah, I finally found some time to fix my show cage and the display area, so it's much nicer now. Looks good, I like it. Kind of ghetto rig, but bought yoga mat down here so it'll be softened so this cage doesn't slip around. So I think it should be pretty safe and secure, so I finally have a nice setup where I can show off my birds to you guys. But kit birds are still flying. This blue check right here, this is a very hot bird, so I feel like it loses a lot of energy when it's flying, so it's usually like the first bird to come down. I have held it. It's not underweight or anything, but I think it just gets exhausted from rolling so much. All the kit birds just got done flying. About to feed them right now. Starly birds are pretty nice too. That one right there is a starly bird. That red one back there, starly bird. That one's a starly bird, and this black one's a starly bird also. Really, really clean rows from those guys. Alright guys, that's pretty much for the video today. Thanks for watching. If you like my video, go ahead and click that like button. If you aren't subscribed, go ahead and click that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and I'll check you guys out next time.